And President Trump is now heading home from Egypt after the first phase of a peace deal was signed to end the war in Gaza.
And that meant the freeing of all living hostages in Gaza. Tonight, we are also hearing from the family of Hersh Goldberg Poland from the northern suburbs, who did not live to see his day of freedom. NBC5's JC Navarrete in studio tonight with us with more on the story. JC.
Hey there, Steph and Allison. It took 738 days to get here, to get the remaining 20 hostages home, a monumental day in the history of conflict in the Middle East. A time where families were finally reunited, a day where peace in the region finally appears to be on the horizon. A sight many thought they'd never see. A helicopter carrying those remaining hostages home. Sentimental moments, deeply personal with a universal feel as parents hug children they'd not seen in more than 2 years.
The entire world knows his name.
There were celebrations in the West Bank and Gaza as well, as thousands of Palestinian prisoners and detainees were released as part of the deal. But the scars of a war that cost more than 67,000 lives impossible to ignore. A reminder of the work ahead to rebuild the area and build a bridge to lasting peace in the region. These reunions a result of President Trump's peace deal.
Generations from now, this will be remembered as the moment that everything began to change.
As part of the deal, nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners were also released Monday.
This is their chance to turn forever from the path of terror and violence.
President Trump making stops not only in Israel, but also in Egypt, in a peace signing ceremony along Arab nations and other world leaders that back the deal.
Peace has been achieved after untiring efforts.
Still, this was a somber moment for so many Israeli families, just hoping to get their loved ones' remains, including Hersh Goldberg Poland, whose family has strong ties to the Chicago area. The 23-year-old was murdered by Hamas. Tom Yamis speaking to his parents.
Got some painful days ahead as we uncover the fact that some number of them may not even be found.
NBC5 speaking to his aunt. He was held captive for 328 days before he was killed.
While we are still grieving the loss of Hersh, we also are part of a greater community, and we celebrate the happy times and being able to get out 20 live souls is something we stop and we celebrate.
Hersh is remembered and celebrated.
There is a time to sob and there is a time to dance, and we have to do both right now.
Yeah, so powerful right there. Now, there is reason for optimism, but there's also many lingering concerns, including the fact that Hamas was still seen today roaming the streets with weapons in hands. Hamas saying they won't hand over those weapons except to a future Palestinian state. There's also still Israeli troops inside of Gaza, leading to the fear that there could still be clashes between forces. Still, of course, so much work that's left to be done. Stefan?
Of course, we'll be following it all. Thank you so much, JC Navarrete.